Alright, so tonight we have a lovely guest by the name of Sarah, and we will be discussing something. Welcome to the show. So Sarah, I understand that you are a very prolific hairdresser, and there is certain lack of appreciation for hair these days. Is that true?
Yes, I think that we're underrated of all the other professions because people don't realize how complex and complicated coloring, cutting, and styling and transforming people's images actually is.
You wrote a book, I understand.
Did I write a book? No, I didn't write a book.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
So, in the book, you digress on the three major unappreciated factors of hairdressing. And when I read this, I was just shocked. I was just blown out of the water. What was the hour that you spend on one haircut?
Well, it depends on hair length, texture, and the look they're going for. Usually, I like to spend a good amount, because I'm a perfectionist, and I have to be completely satisfied, and so does the client. Usually about 45 minutes to an hour. If longer hair, probably like about an hour.
What is the longest you've ever spent?
You mean on doing a haircut or
Yeah.
doing someone's hair?
Doing someone's hairstyle and everything put together. One person in one day.
Probably 5 hours.
5
Get
hours.
Transformation.
5 hours. Wow. Just on one hair. And what's the craziest thing you've done with someone's hair? What's the craziest haircut you've ever given somebody?
I gave a friend of mine a lavender mohawk, and I buzzed the sides, and then we had her hair was long, so we punked her out, and we did a lavender mohawk, and I somehow got it to stand up straight, and then she drove home with a little bit, her head was sticking out. It was amazing.
That is amazing. So what was
It was incredible.
So as for your 700-page novel on the three unappreciated factors of hairstyling, you mentioned that they just are awful people that come in and they're just really rude to their hairdressers. Is this correct?
Yes. People have a lot of empathy and respect when it comes to people that are in the service industry. I believe that people should be treated with respect and dignity no matter if you're paying them or, whatever. I think that people need to remember that we're all human beings and we have the right to be treated with respect and dignity. And even if something doesn't come out exactly the way you want it, you should just still respect the fact that the person took the time and effort to try to give you the look that you asked for.
Now I understand that some hairdressers they will actually well, first of all, if you want to be a hairdresser, you have to be what's the word?
Licensed.
You have to be accepted. First of all, you have to be accepted by the other hairdressers. And this can be like a process. Just simply be accepted into that hardcore community of hairdressers.
But you have to prove yourself. I mean, especially if you're going into a new salon and no one's seen your work, and you kind of have to prove yourself and show that you can hang with them and you can be a part of their crew, and that your skills are up to theirs. It's very competitive and very high school, actually. Doesn't matter how old you are. It's very cliquey and a little backstabbing, so you got to be a pretty strong person to deal with that.
So, only the best get to keep their job, correct? And so,
I won't say
if
the
you're...
best. I will say only the most talented and the ones that bring in the most clients will get to will have seniority for keeping their job.
Oh, and it's a popularity
But then,
contest.
but then again, also too, if you are late all the time, unprofessional, and not following the rules of the salon, you can be, asked to leave.
Wow.
So it's part popularity contest, part you have to be part very professional, and then part the most important thing is that your clients keep coming back and
Because
that.
because if your clients, that's what it's all about. Is who the clients want. Who is the client?
Yeah, who they keep coming in for requesting. And I think a lot of hairstylists forget, it's a big ego trip for a lot of hairstylists because they think they're gods because they can, please these people that are paying them to transform their hair. But also, too, it's a service industry. It's about pleasing the client. You are a servant, in that sense. You need to remember, you're not better than anybody. You're a human being, and this is just like any other service job. You're providing a service, and the client is always right and correct. So people need to remember that.
Well, that was just simply fascinating. Well, the last piece here is I don't know what else to say. I'm just at a loss for words right now because I'm just so astounded by your incredible story, and the way you've presented it to the audience is just amazing.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that will be it for today. I am Charles Lanham, and I'm here with the gracious Sarah, and we would like to thank you for listening to our podcast. And
thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. All right. And have a great day. Have an excellent day, All right. Have a great day to you too, my audience, and please subscribe to my videos and channel. Bye-bye.